How's it, guys? IAmMouse, and welcome back to Counter-Strike. So I'm joined by my buddy Shams over here again.
Hello.
And today we're actually going to do mouse sensitivity, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm
So
excited.
yeah, I
As you
can
can
see
see.
that. Yeah. So basically, I know I've got a big issue with my mouse sensitivity actually, and you've got a nice little trick to help us with that.
True.
Cool.
Okay,
So
so
what you're gonna do?
what I've learned, if you guys haven't seen this already on YouTube, it's a pretty standard way to get your mouse sensitivity right. We're gonna go through this quite quickly, but do know that this does take around 45 minutes to an hour and a half to kind of master and figure out. Mouse sensitivity being an extremely important aspect of the game, obviously with regards to your reflexes and your hand-eye coordination, works hand in hand with your mouse sensitivity. Now, with that said, it is an extremely important part of the game, so please do not rush it. Take your time. Do not try and take the first mouse sensitivity that you think is gonna work and go and jump into competitive and then start changing your mouse sensitivity in your competitive,
Yeah.
because that's just gonna cause anxiety and it's gonna cause rage and it's gonna cause reports and then you're gonna lose ranks like how we all lost ranks the other day.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
have
think it's
any.
ever a good idea to change things in any competitive anything.
Okay, so basically, like I was explaining to you before we started recording, is you wanna have your crosshair. So I'm starting here, okay? Now my line mouse is exactly here. Okay, so you wanna put your line of your crosshair there.
Cool.
Okay, so you've got the line of your crosshair there, and you've got your crosshair in the middle of the circle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, what you want to do is you want to run, not walk. You want to run at a pace around, and you want to keep that crosshair in that circle. Now, if you're having a look at mine at the moment, you can see I am way off. Okay,
Yeah,
so
me as
what
well.
I'm gonna do is there's two ways to do it. You can do it via the console, which is your console button, crosshair. Alright, you know what, let's leave the console one for now. It's best if you just go to escape menu and you say help and options, game set,
Controller,
keyboard and
is it?
mouse.
Keyboard and mouse, yeah.
Yeah, and then we have mouse sensitivity there. So as you can see, with mine being 1.5, I'm not sure what mouse has his on,
I've got
but
mine on 2.54.
2.54.
Yeah.
Okay, and was your crosshair coming out of the circle or was it staying in the
Oh,
circle?
no, it was going all over the place.
Way over the place. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's try a lower sensitivity.
I'm
Okay,
gonna put mine on. Sorry.
remember guys, like I said, this is an extremely lengthy process. Do not rush this process. We going through it because we're just showing you the basics of how to do it. But getting your sensitivity right is going to take a long time. It's not something to be rushed. Practice with it afterwards on aimbots, practice with it in casuals, practice with it on every training map possible before you actually go into a competitive and try to use it there. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is I've lowered my mouse sensitivity and it seems to be not that great anymore. It doesn't really seem to have done anything whatsoever.
It was funny enough,
Okay.
I've changed mine to
Mm.
from 2.5 to 2.3, and it seems to have actually made somewhat of a difference.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it down to 2.1 now and see if that actually helps me. Not really, actually.
Not really. Okay.
Hmm.
Another thing. Okay, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Right, mouse. I want you to do this on your screen as well. Okay. Take your mouse and put it at the end of your mouse pad. So on the left hand side of your mouse pad.
All right.
Okay, and I want you to take your mouse and slide it to the right hand side. You are right handed, right? On your mouse?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to slide it all the way across your mouse pad until
Right.
you get to the end of your mouse pad.
Cool. There.
Wow.
But fair enough. I've got the red dragon Archelon, which is quite a big-ish mouse pad compared
Is it?
to normal ones.
Okay. Alright, alright. No, that's fine. What you want to do is, let's just try this theory out, right? And see if it works.
Okay.
Let's put our sensitivity. Okay, so if I do it, I do it my way. If I do it here, you see, I only go up till there, which is like a 180. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, what you can do on your side is also just change your mouse sensitivity. So you do a full 360, one time only.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously, if my sensitivity was 1, it'll be 2. That should give me.
Oh, lucky guess. Lucky guess. So I've changed mine from 2.1 to 1.5, and it's perfect. Left side, between your eyes, left side, all the way to the right, edge of it, and I stop, okay, there, which is like just 2 head lengths right of your head. So fairly close.
You can practice on my head if you'd like.
Yeah, so I actually saw this while we were talking the other day. You mentioned it because, as you can see now, my crosshair is going bigger, and I think this might actually work better out. So if I stand here, all shots are in the same place, but as soon as I move, they start spreading because obviously accuracy. But as you can see, as you strafe left and right, it actually closes up at that very point where you actually turn back.
Yeah.
So this map is quite nice because it's got these 2 little handles there, so you can sort of try those.
Yes, yes. And I mean, just remember, this can also be tried out on a lot of workshop maps. I mean, the way myself and Mouse and I are showing you guys is just obviously on a rough surface.
Yes.
But I would suggest, like I said in the beginning of this video, I think aimbots, a lot of reflex training maps. That will also help you a lot to determine your sensitivity, etc. Also, another thing, Mouse, I wanted to say, you can access your normal custom crosshair, right?
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is that a lot of people tend to stray away from CS:GO's normal crosshair before. But I don't know if you've noticed, but when CS:GO first came out, one thing that had caught my eye is that, and this is not a hack, or I've never heard of anyone being banned from this, but the normal crosshair, so if you press escape, okay, you don't have to do this now if you don't want to change your crosshair, but I'll just tell you what to do. You press escape, you say keyboard and mouse, I think. Let me just
Yes. No, wasn't it game settings, I think?
game settings, correct. And then if you go to, okay, I'm actually gonna change it on my side, but don't forget to, so I can just show you guys. So it's gonna be default static. That's the style of the crosshair. which is obviously CS:GO. Then you'll come up with CS:GO's um, default crosshair. Now, one thing that I found really interesting, and this was something that only came out in CS:GO, is that if you noticed, when the crosshair comes on the player, the crosshair immediately turns red.
I actually
Now,
haven't noticed that.
that will help you a lot because even at a distance mouse, if you have to just stay there, okay? So say if mouse is coming from, if he's rushed up as now and he's pushing, if I come up here, even if I just see the tip of his head, look at that. The standard crosshair stays red. So mouse, I don't know if you want to try it. I don't know if you already have your custom settings.
I do have, but I mean, I can have a quick look at it.
Yeah, I mean, just try it out so your viewers can see.
Let's have a quick look. Mine's on classic dynamic, so I should do it on classic static.
Classic static, correct. So basically your crosshair won't move at all. It's actually something that I've been taught by a player that is global, and he does play in the pro scene, and he's told me that all these people want to use like Simple's crosshair and all these they want to always find out what crosshair Scream uses and what crosshair Swag uses and all these pro players. But I mean, just look at the default crosshair. What better than an indicator that goes red when you're on the player?
Okay, for some reason mine still stays green though.
Okay, let's just go.
But it's not the actual default crosshair though. That's maybe why. I've still only got my little dot.
Okay. So you go to game settings, and your crosshair is default static.
Yeah.
And
no, sorry, mine is classic static. Default static. There we go.
Yeah, try default static, and it should just be like.
Okay, now I see it. Now it turns.
That?
Yes,
I mean, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, you know, that can help a lot. So, also to check if you're with a friend, like now what I'm doing is I'm strafing left and right, and I'm making sure the crosshair is staying red. So obviously if the crosshair is staying red,
you're on target.
That means I'm on target. So that's another way to kind of figure things out.
Yeah. I actually did not know that.
So let's see something. Let's try a smoke grenade. Because I want to see if you can see it through the smoke.
Good point. Very good point.
Because if you can see through the smoke, that would be quite interesting.
Default static. And that would be very interesting, the development behind it though. Okay, let's do this. Ugh.
Suicidal.
There we go.
Okay.
You killed yourself. Really?
I think if this works, we might just have a job at Valve.
Yeah, but I seriously doubt.
I seriously doubt it will as well.
Because that's like almost like a hack almost.
Yeah, did you buy a smoke grenade?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Place it down.
Okay, wait, where are you? Let me just check where you are. Okay,
I see you there.
It's red?
Nah.
No, it's not changing.
Let's see how close I have to be. If I see you first, what goes red first?
Smoke is cleared. It's fine. But what's funny though is there's almost like a lag on it.
Yes.
You're on target and then it goes.
Yeah, it's like almost like a split, like it's less than a split second.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think normally the guy would be dead by then.
Yes, yeah, yeah. No, I'm getting attacked by all kinds of creatures. Um, Now that is very interesting, but yeah, I don't really think that's going to help too much. Starting out, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I think yes, for starting out most definitely. Hope
Hopefully,
that
some
helps.
good advice there for you guys there to help out,
Hmm?
and let us know how it actually works for you, or if you've got maybe a different way. Uh, Share it, comment, and we'll definitely try it out.
Yep. And remember, don't forget, practice, 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 practice.
Yeah, perfect practice makes perfect.